Right, so hi, hello. Adrian Kudal. I'm doing the Kudal vlog. I'm uh, I'm expecting good things. I've been on a roll for the past few days. And if you want to see some of the evidences, if you want to see where I've been, you once again go to my Instagram. You go to my Tumblr, um, where I blog and everything like that. With my Tumblr, I've been doing a lot of screenshots as of late because the new desktop that desktop that I got is I need a skill for it. I need skill to get into the Tumblr website because I don't really know my login and my password, right? So that's gonna wait. Probably take me a couple of months. But for now, I'm just doing screenshots and I upload them on my phone and everything like that, you know. So I hope it's still readable. I hope you still like it, you know. So I decided for Lake Ontario yesterday because I've been seeing the same thing over and over. Like, you know, the past few years, it's the same Walmart, it's the same outlet, and when the weather was nice yesterday, I'm like, I have a free parking at Old Town, so I might as well go there, you know. I might as well use my free parking. And what I did first was I went around the stores, you know, I went around the vicinity, and I kind of figured out that my hat, my fedora hat, my first fedora hat, need restoration, or it needs resurrection, because I was reading the sign. Apparently, there's two options you can do to your damaged hat. You either restore it or resurrect it. And I figured that mine needs resurrection, but I'm like, it's $150. I'm like, oh my God, it's a lot of money, you know. So I kind of left the area disappointed, you know. I was like, oh, you know, I really want to get my hat fixed, you know, because I like Stacey Adams products, and you know, it's a hat where I've worn it a few times, you know, and then it's a fedora. I don't know what fabric it is, but it's a very decent hat if you put it on, you know. And I'm after the wear. I'm after how I'm gonna look at everything like that, right? So I went around that street there where all the shops are, and I figure, you know, I still have the strength to go to the water, so I continued walking, and I got to Lake Ontario, and I did a 60-minute or 60-second video, and then you know, it was just a refreshing time, you know, because spring is here, you know. The forecast is saying that in 10 days it's going to be spring. So when I went to the water, there were no snow anymore. It was very hot. Actually, you know, I thought about just wearing shorts or something, but it was very warm yesterday. The water is not frozen anymore. The water is, you know, moving. The current of the water is moving softly and everything like that, you know. So yeah, there's a few stuff that I want to buy, you know. I understand I went shopping at the Bay the day before, and I end up wearing a shirt. I wanted to go to the Bay because they're saying that it's being liquidified, you know, if I'm saying that right. But I wanted to go to the Bay because I thought products were going to be in clearance. I was expecting like 70-90% off, right? But when I got there, I was like, everything was normal at Penn Center. The Bay at Penn Center was just any other day, you know? So I'm like, oh, okay, so I guess this Bay is not closing or anything like that. And when I went to the clothing products, you know, prices were still the same. The stocks were still the same, you know, so perhaps, you know, I guess they're not closing every Hudson Bay in Canada. I think there are only selected areas where you know, sales are low. But with the one in Penn Center, the one I go to all the time, there's a lot of customers, you know. So I was surprised when they said that it was closing and everything like that. But I think the one in Pansat is gonna be safe because there's still customer. There's still a lot of people willing to pay for the survival of the department. So so that was a good thing. Um, so I mean, I had to come to terms once again that I'm not a rich person. I wanted to. I just got my Calvin Klein hat recently, and then when I went around the Bay yesterday, I was like, I want to get a Mercedes Benz hat, right? And that's my goal, is to get a Mercedes Benz hat. But at the same time, the price is like $70. $70 for a hat, for like a baseball cap, kind of too much, right? But I'm like, I want these things. And then it's kind of discouraging because I'm poor already, and next thing you know, you have this problem with Donald Trump. Because less people are going around. It was like the one I went to first, the outlet. There were very few people. My mom pointed out there was very few people, and the next day when I went again, there was less people. So, I can only say that it's an economic problem. Because usually when you go to malls, when you go to stores, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of people talking and everything like that. But when you go to a mall, it's very quiet. Even Tim Hortons is quiet. Usually people are joking around, people are laughing, people are active and everything like that. But now when you go to Walmart, or you go to these communities, it's not lively anymore. Um, so I don't really know how to deal with it, or I don't know how to fix it. Um, Again, my goal is that prices will go down. I'm hoping the prices will go down. If prices go down, then I can buy more stuff. So even the Costco, even I think it was on Monday, my parents and I went to Costco, and there were less people. Usually lineups are long at Costco, and you can only eavesdrop that people are buying just Canadian products. Everything has to be made from Canada, but there's still people who are willing for made in USA, so it's still safe. It's just that Trump is very he really destroyed the relationship between the two countries. Now travel and tourism are affected. Canadians are not crossing the border anymore, so the hotel business in the States they're not gonna get any money. Usually the travel and tourism to the States bring in $2.1 billion to the US. Now that's all gone. So I don't really know, what's gonna happen with Donald Trump. I don't know if he's gonna get kicked out, or he's gonna do more extreme stuff. I don't really know. As for my blogging, I said that I was gonna take a break, and that's what I did today. I just kind of listened to music, sat around, dance around. But I just wanted to just slow down my time. Like I was just laying in bed listening to music, because I feel like the computer is very fast. Like it can stress you out because there's so many information that you gotta give out. And then it's not just you, the people who you see in your feeds, the people you see on Instagram, they're also doing their thing. And it's so fast. Like a lady could be at work in the morning, and then nightclub at night, and then next day they're again work, and then wherever. It's so fast, and it's not good to be fast. It's good to take your time to collect your thoughts, journal your life, or slow down and enjoy a cup of coffee like this, because like I don't know people's inner dialogue. People don't really do this. People don't do the vlog that I do. A lot of times I just see the image. If I do get a speech, I only get for like 10-15 seconds. So yeah, I'm not saying that I'm snooping in. I'm not saying that I'm being insidious. It's just that communication need time. You know, if you're gonna communicate well, you need to slow down. You know, like I learned this from Alexander Stipsik. He's the cigar guy, Alex Cigar Dandy, and he won the Habano, Hombre Habano, in Cuba, right in the heart of Havana, Cuba. He won the award for communication, and I've been following his products online for the past 2 years. And he said that cigar is time. You can be a gentleman running around with vodka and Red Bull. You don't live like that, right? But that's how we're taught. We're taught here in North America to chug that Red Bull and have vodka, right? And then run like run all over the place. But he said that you don't do that. You slow down. You find something where you can take your time with, and focus on communication. And with mine, I understand mine that people can replicate it. I understand that this may not even get noticed, right? But I understand that I have some influence. People follow me. People read my products or people look at my photo. But it's not upscale. I'm not expecting much. My goal was to just begin at a small market. There are times when I will think big, but realistically, I have a small kind, right? So I can only deal with myself here and whatever is available. But eventually, I think everyone should communicate. It's important to open up. The internet is built for open communication. Because if you're never gonna open up, you're not gonna help anyone, right? Like with mine, I've been open with my health problems. I've been open with my money problems. I've been open with my activities in life, my lifestyle, what have you. And I hope that I'm able to help people. I'm learning that it's not about being number one. It's not about being famous. It's about reaching out and hoping that I would have a good influence and everything like that. I've been I've been going a lot to the mall. Like I said, a lot of my activities are to the mall, and then what I do is skim the products. And at Walmart, every now and then, I would get a sale price. I would get a really good price. Like I got the Star is Born with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. I got it for less than $5, right, before taxes. But I'm like, oh, this is a good product for a very good price. So I bought it. So that's basically my shopping. That's my shopping style. Like look at the cheap stuff. There are times when I will spend big, but I'm very careful because I'm not, at the end of the day, I'm not a millionaire. And at the same time, we're in this economic problem. Both countries now. I don't know how it is in Mexico, but we're in a time now where money is scary, right? Like because people are getting laid off. There's gonna be layoffs and less business. So it can be scary. Having said that, I hope that Trump will just behave himself. He's very rude to Canada. He likes to bully Canada. Like, I don't even know what we did to Donald Trump. Like we support Donald Trump, and this guy's telling Canada that it's a nasty place. And I don't buy that. It's just gonna ruin the relationship, and then it's just gonna affect the business. And everyone will go broke. That's what's gonna happen now. Everyone will just struggle. Anyway, so yeah, I once again slow down again, stop this, and then find a better time again. Hopefully, less than a month or something like that. Just have some content. Anyway, thanks for listening, and bye bye. See you when I see you.